Hello there everybody and welcome back to Murdered Soul Suspect. Last video we made it through the asylum pretty much all in one straight run, and we've now reached the end of it. We have found our witness, Iris here, and we're going to try and communicate with her to find out what she knows about when she had come in contact with the Bell Killer. So we're going to first try to possess her.
What the hell? She booted me out somehow. Alright. Let's see if anything here can tell me what the hell is going on with this girl.
And that obviously doesn't work. So a lot of our clues are going to come from her drawings. And in this drawing, I think she's trying to communicate burning. It seems fairly obvious. So burned at the stake, and then there's a bell in the middle of it. So we're getting bits and pieces of some flashbacks. On the desk here are some crayons. We can also investigate the bed that she flipped over, trying to get away from us when we came into the room. We can also look at the drawing that she's working on right now. And it looks as if someone is being tormented and chased. So obviously she was captured by the Bell Killer. This drawing here in the corner doesn't tell us anything, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. So we'll move on to this one here, which doesn't tell us a whole lot except for that she's all kinds of messed up, which is pretty obvious and pretty understandable. There is a drawing of two girls here who look like they're holding hands and they're linked together.
Why won't this door open?
Figured I would just try and talk to Joy to see if she had anything to say, but obviously not. And then finally we can try to talk to Iris.
What are these things for? Like art therapy or something?
No. Blue eyes. Cold as death.
Who had blue eyes? And death? What does that mean?
Blue eyes. Wolf eyes. Blue stare.
And if we remember back to the police station level in the Bell Killer War Room, there was a sketch of the Bell Killer and he had blue eyes. So it's very possible that she's remembering that from when she came into contact with him.
Happening. Okay, go. No, just run. Just run. Just run. Go. Leave her alone. I'm so sorry.
Rose saved Iris's life, but paid with her own. Bell killers going after young girls.
Well, what was it? What'd you see?
Poor kid. Her sister freed her when they were about to be scorched, but she couldn't return the favor.
Leave us alone! Iris, are you okay?
It's Rose.
She has flames.
She was possessed.
I told you to stay back! Who are you? I'm Joy. You don't belong in this place.
Orderlies.
Crap, I'm so dead!
All right, Iris could be the answer to everything. Help her, help her. Come on, she's coming with us.
No! You're not taking her!
Look, you want the orderlies to shock her? She stays here. You want her to be safe outside? She comes with us. It's up to you.
Alright, so it appears that her sister's ghost was hiding inside her, possibly so she just didn't remember everything that went down, because you would have such horrible survivor's guilt from that. I don't know if I'd be able to live with myself. That's just so awful and terrible what this poor thing went through. So we're going to try and get her out of here. And it's a very, very short distance. We basically just have to get them past one orderly and through the door. So I'm going to unlock the door first, just so it's opened, and then I'm going to distract the orderly with this radio here, and they should be able to sneak on by, and that will take care of the asylum. I don't know if Iris is going to be able to recover, but at least we saved her from electroshock therapy.
Over here, in those shadows there. Coast is clear.
Why do my worst nightmares keep getting way worse?
Okay, let's figure this out.
Thought I would never see this again.
All right. So what do you know about this contract?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't make sense.
So he just asked you if you knew about a contract?
He didn't ask. He wanted us to admit to it. Admit to having a contract with demons.
Demon?
We did nothing to him. He had no reason to go after us the way he did.
The way he did. He drowns one girl and burns another. And where have I seen that stake before?
We have seen the stake in one of the pages of the diary that Joy found in the police station with a gala invitation. And you can actually see the stake on the photograph here.
That's it. All right, look. Get Iris to the church. Make sure that she's safe. I'll catch up with you later. Go.
Okay, come on, Iris.
All right. Now what the hell does a museum gala have to do with Rose's murder?
Alright, so we actually did some good for some people that are actually living. I mean, we have been kind of helping Joy possibly find her mother, but a lot of this has been for us, so it feels good to be able to help Iris and get her out of there. And now she's back to normal. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be looking for her because people don't just escape and walk out of the asylum, but, you know. Also, now that we're done in the area, this is what I was talking about earlier when I had entered the area. you can still see that the drawing is here from when I discovered it earlier. So you may see some of the drawings I've discovered as I walk around the town of Salem, but it makes them nice and easy to see and shows me that I've already collected them. For some reason, this is still glowing, which is a bit of a bug because we did collect this earlier. So if you see a yellow tint and you're absolutely sure that you've collected it, it is possible that you may run into a couple of bugs like that. So our next stop is the museum. And I should mention that the museum is the point in the game where you will actually run into the possibility of missable collectibles. So if you do not get everything that you need to get in the museum on your first try, that is it. You cannot go back there and get collectibles that you've missed, and you'll be forced to restart the entire game over again. And I would imagine that because this is, I would say, about halfway, a little bit more than halfway through the game, that you don't want to do that. So I would recommend at this point pulling up a collectible guide if you're not sure if you can get them all, or following along with a video such as mine when you do this area, just to save yourself the headache of the possibility of having to do an entire playthrough just for collectibles. There's also, speaking of collectibles, quite a few in this area that I can probably grab while I'm here. We were sort of in this area earlier. This is the police station right next to the museum. And we were also investigating the gas station here for one of our ghosts. So while we're in this area, and because I don't want to quite start the museum level yet, let's just get a few easy to grab collectibles in this area. Starting with the plaque by the fountain. And then through the gate in this dead end area is another drawing on the wall.
Are we the Prodder, or are we the puppet?
And then there is a collectible that we weren't able to get without our teleporting power. If you were getting collectibles earlier, you might have realized this. If we go behind all these red umbrellas back towards this area here, you can see that there is a gap in the wall. So we can go ahead and teleport through there, grab this piece of paper, and there is yet another drawing. Yay, fun. I just love drawings, don't you?
Judgment rains down on another.
The good part is that we're working through those at a pretty astonishing rate. We already found 3 since the last time I looked at our progress, so that's not too bad. I think that's all there is in this little area here, but those 2 collectibles would have been completely unobtainable without your teleporting ability. So it is worth saving some of the town collectibles at least until you have teleport. Anytime after getting teleport, after you leave the cemetery, you can get everything that there is to get. Alright, so now that we've just kind of walked around here a little bit and gotten a few collectibles, let's go ahead and watch the cutscene as we walk into the museum. And we will enter the level.
Fitting for an investigation about a serial killer. All these murders have whipped this town into a frenzy. Now it all leads here to a gala celebrating a time when Salem found itself swept up in another whirlwind of hysteria.
Alright, so we are now in the museum. I will definitely be saving this for the next video. I'm probably going to watch a video for a bit of practice and trying to find the collectibles here before I actually record. and try to figure that out for you guys, just so that we don't miss anything, because this is quite literally the only part of the game that you cannot come back to. It's quite a big area. We have 2 investigations to do and lots and lots of juicy collectibles, so we will get to those next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I will see you next time.